Alright, so from this point on, I'm just gonna be recording this because the stream went. So, now this might be hard for a mush-headed, feeble-minded baboon like you, but I have to think very carefully about the future of our great country. But I thought you said you were thinking about which college to go to just now. Oh, please! Which university I go to will directly affect the very future of this country. God, what an asshole. This country. That arrogant little snot. Arrogant little shit is more like it. I don't remember the time all that well, but I do believe it was past 6 p.m. How did you know what time it was? I see you're not wearing a watch, so... Is that the best you can do? Do you think you can discredit me like that? You're just a third-rate, biased fool. I guess I can't expect real smarts from you. Grr, his arrogance is really intolerable. So what should I do now? Press him harder! Answer the question. How did you know what time it was? Tis tis. I can't believe I have to deal with a worm like you. You're just a shallow man who can only slam on desks and point at people for fun. Huh. I guess I don't have a choice. I'll try to explain it so that even a third-rate simpleton like you can understand. There was this little thing they call a clock at the park. Did you get that? Do you know what a clock is? It's a thing that tells you the time. As you can see, Mr. Wright, it's even in this picture of the crime scene. Oh, so it is. I looked at that clock, and that's how I knew the time. But if you ask me, this whole concept... Oh, God. Someone shut him up! And yet again, another flood of meaningless words. Talk about a first-class waste of time. In any case, all of a sudden, a police officer falls from above, right in front of my eyes. Without a thought, I looked up, and there I met the eyes of a charming young lady. Are you sure you got a good look at her face? I hate that gesture that he makes. So fucking condescending. Animals have this thing called an eye, Mr. Wright. They use this eye to see things. In the case of humans, we have two of them. Yes, even you. I don't care if I have them or not. Did you or did you not get a clear look at her face? That's not what the witness was that's just about the... that's what the witness was about to get to. Whatever. I would like to request that Mr. Wright not use such a loud voice during questioning. Sustained, Mr. Wright, please refrain from raising your voice in this court. And please don't make me have to raise my voice. That little, like, lock of hair, it's so irritating. Just that lock of hair bouncing is so irritating. Are you finished? I'd like to continue if that's alright with you. Of course I remember her sweet face. It was that of the pretty defendant there. The only other thing I saw was the banana that fell with the police officer. The banana. The banana? Well, it was actually more than just one. Or like a bunch of bananas. Now, what would a bunch of bananas be doing there? And why would I know such a thing? I'm only telling you what I saw. That's really strange. Maggie never mentioned anything about a bunch of bananas. That's it, Nick. He's got to be lying about the bananas. He could be, but there's no reason for him to lie about there being bananas at the crime scene. And what if it's not a lie? Well, maybe he thought he was seeing one thing and it was something else. If he mistook something else for a bunch of bananas, then that would be an inaccuracy. Think, Phoenix, think! If my client is innocent, there's no way he could have seen what he says he did. Which means, if we can somehow show he's lying, yeah, that's exactly what we need to do. She's right. She's got a sharp mind. But I just wish I could remember who she is. Is everything okay, Nick? Deep in thought about my blah blah blah, I don't care. Oh fuck! I pressed the wrong button. Nope, fuck off. Damn it! Oh, thank God that feature is still there. There we go. Mr. Wellington, I believe I have the bananas you saw. Right here. Ah, so you knew about the bananas too. Why didn't you say so earlier? But don't think you can use this as a way to pull more information out of me. And that's where you'd be wrong. Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this? Isn't that the baseball glove? Huh? What? A baseball glove? Doesn't it look delicious? Care for a bite? That's not, it's a, no! Your Honor, I think this proves one very important fact. This witness loves bananas. Has bad eyesight. By the way, just how bad are your eyes? Huh? How? What? You? Why are you asking me about this all of a sudden? Your Honor, it is very simple to mistake a glove for a bunch of bananas. No, I don't think so. Objection overruled. Oh. You're one of those people. Yes, you know what I mean. Damn, look at his face. You're like those people who, oh God. I'm gonna take a sip of water while he's going on. And that is why I asked you how bad your eyesight is. They're both 20, 100, 200. I suppose you're going to tell me that's terrible, right? Why are you not wearing your glasses today, then? That's because I lost them recently, you see. Of course, I was planning on getting a new pair made right away. But you know, my glasses are no ordinary glasses, so to replace them... How about when you witnessed the crime? Were you wearing your glasses then? Ah! How about it, witness? You are an unrelenting evil man. You're like those... Oh. Horrible. While she didn't do anything wrong, she was still gruesomely burned at the... Which boils down to you were not wearing your glasses at that time. Therefore, the identity of the woman at the scene of the crime and that of the defendant cannot be proven to be the same by the witness. Ah! Objection! But the height difference was only 9 feet. It was very possible for him to see the culprit. The feet hit the culprit hitting on the upper path. Witness? Please be more accurate in your testimony. Remember, a person's life is at stake. Yes, Your Honor. Now then, Please continue with your testimony.
Please tell the court what happened next, in the moments after you witnessed the crime.
The girl on the upper path ran away as soon as she realized I was there. After that, I immediately called the police station to report the crime. It must have been 6:45 when I made the call. They must have a lot of free time on their hands since they showed up within 10 minutes. So the person who was on the upper path saw you and then ran away. Yes, that is correct. Which is why even someone without a superior brain like mine can understand that that girl is the murderer. You may question the witness now, Mr. Wright. The girl on the upper path ran away as soon as she realized I was there. After that, I immediately called the police to report the crime. It must have been about 6:45 when I made the call. Let me take a look at that picture. No, I didn't. Fuck. Shit. Okay. 6:35. They must have a lot of free times because they were there within 10 minutes. Uh, 6:40, so 6:50 when they got there. Well, it doesn't look about 6:50. That's either 7 o'clock or, yeah. Let me see if this I can. Damn it! So you're saying that there were police on the scene by 7 p.m. They got there before that, I think. There usually aren't many people in that area at that time of day. But suddenly, before I knew it, there were people crawling all over, gawking. Ugh, his smarmy ass little shit. Ugh. It certainly says something about the morals of the people in this country. I can't find anything out of the ordinary in his testimony. Why don't you take one more look at the court record? Yeah, I guess I should. The girl on the upper path ran away as she realized I was there. After that, I immediately called the police station to report crime. What could he have? Court record. Cell phone. Autopsy report. Died at 6. Oh. It must have been 6:45 when I made the call. So the autopsy report. There we go. Mr. Wellington, would you please take a look at this? You mean the victim's autopsy report? According to this, the murder occurred at 6:28 p.m. So what of it? You said that you called the police immediately after the murder took place. However, by the time you had called the police, it was already 6:45 p.m. There is clearly a 15-minute gap here. Do you deny it? Ah! I think this court would like to hear what you were doing during this 15-minute gap. Grrr!
The witness was in shock at the time after witnessing a terrible murder. It's only to be expected that he would be a little dazed.
15 minutes is hardly what I would call a little dazed. Ah! Mr. Wellington? Yes? Explain yourself. What were you doing during those 15 minutes? Answer the question. Telephone, I mean, spit it out. I was searching for a phone booth. A phone booth? You mean you don't have a cell phone? You and your questions, as if you're trying to open all the layers of a Matryoshka doll. You must think you're really something special. Witness! I lost my cell phone. There, are you happy? You lost it? Unbelievable. You lose your glasses and your cell phone? You must be very scatterbrained when it comes to your belongings. What? Are you saying that first-rate people are never allowed to lose things? Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Look at all that. Enough! Oh, man. Oh, man. Wait. Hold on a second. He lost his cell phone? Nick! That cell phone! Could it be? You mean this phone Maggie found? There's no way. Boy, I didn't see this coming. What should I do? Question further. Mr. Wellington, where is your cell phone right now? Heh, what are you getting all excited about? You seem to be a little confused. I found my phone, I'll have you know. See? Here it is. Oh. I see. Looks like he's got his phone. And I thought that just maybe this was his. Well then, I think we've cleared this issue up. At the time of the murder, the witness did not have his cell phone because he had lost it. Therefore, the delay in his call was caused by his search for a phone booth. Well, that's the gist of it. I guess you could put it that way and leave it at that. Do you have any further questions, Mr. Wright? Fuck yeah, I do. Your Honor, the witness's testimony does not make any sense. I don't believe that there was ever a need for the witness to search for a phone. How dare you?
You can't just make outrageous claims like that. You do have some sort of proof, don't you?
Well, yeah, of course. This evidence should be good enough, I think. Alright, let's have this proof then. Oh, fuck. Please present proof that the witness had no need to search for a pub. We could... I guess I could look at this and see. Really? 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 These people are dumb. It's quite simple, actually. Please take a look at this. At the crime scene photo?
Is there a problem with it?
Oh, there's nothing wrong with the picture. But if you don't understand my logic after looking at it, something is wrong with you. No! It's a phone booth. That is correct. All the defendant had to do was walk 3 steps. Mr. Wellington, why did you not use the phone that was right in front of you? Order! Order!
What does reporting the crime a little late prove for the defense?
The witness can't explain what he was doing for those 15 minutes. That is reason enough to throw the suspicion on his testimony. Yes, this is very true. What do you have to say for yourself, witness? Then I bet this phone really is his, Nick. He must have killed Dustin to get his phone back. But Maggie said that she was going to return it to him. So there was no reason for him to kill for it. And on top of that, we still have the phone she found anyway. But if he wasn't looking for his cell phone, maybe he was looking for something else. Was he? Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? Do you have any thoughts you would like to share with the court? Can you offer an explanation as to what the witness was doing during those 15 minutes? Yeah, I have an idea. There is only one possible explanation. Alright, let's hear your explanation. However, be forewarned, if your explanation is not persuasive, you will be penalized. Think carefully before you present, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. I probably shouldn't have said there was only one possibility. Please present to the court the one piece of evidence that will answer the following. Why didn't the witness call the police right away? List of names, maybe? List of con artists. A cell phone on the back. Setting classes shit. Why didn't he call the police right away? Alright, so if he didn't contact the police, what was he doing? He clearly didn't take the cell. He clearly didn't take the glove. He wasn't looking for the glove because we have it. And he wouldn't be looking for this. List of con artists and their cell phone and their phone number stored on the cell phone Maggie phone. We can't look at it. So there's really, I got nothing from this. Really nothing from this. Nothing from this. Nothing from this. Maybe the glasses. Let's try the glasses. I hope. Okay, good. Music stopped. That's a good sign. Mr. Wellington! What? Don't do that. You almost gave me a heart attack. These are your glasses, aren't they? Ah! Where did you find... Ah! I believe the court all heard what you just confessed to. That these glasses are in fact yours. I'll tell you where they were found, Mr. Wellington. These glasses were found under the victim's body. Under the victim's body? Order! Order! Now, wait a second. Hold on. I didn't confess or confirm anything. Your Honor, I think the answer is quite clear here. As he fell, Dustin Prince grabbed the culprit's glasses. The culprit knew that he had to find his glasses and searched frantically for them. What he didn't realize was that they were under the victim's body. And that is why it took him 15 minutes to make that call. I am fucking smart. Mr. Wright, are you indicting the witness as the real murderer? Of course. That is precisely what I am doing. I know I'm right. He is the real murderer. Did you figure it out, Nick? More or less. Turns out this cell phone was the key to this case after all. Anyway, now is our chance to deep six this guy. I'll sink him in one shot. Yeah! This is so exciting, watching you work again. Somehow, my old self is coming back to me. It's time to sink or swim. Everything rests on the edge of a knife. This is the moment I've been waiting for. Order! Order!
Your Honor, the defense is making a mockery of this court. Without any solid ground to stand on, he accuses the witness of being the murderer.
Yeah! That's right! I'm no criminal! This third-rate fraud of a lawyer! In that case, why don't we look at it from a different perspective? Let's hear your explanation as to why you are not the murderer. Why, that's easy. For example, there's, the name the victim wrote. What about that? Oh, you mean the name Maggie? Yeah, even an idiot like you can read that, right? But we already know this was not written by the victim himself. After all, the defendant's name is Maggie, and the victim was left-handed. In other words, in order to make the defendant look guilty, the real criminal used the victim's right hand to write her name on the ground. But, wouldn't that mean that the real criminal was someone the defendant knew? Otherwise, how else would that person know her name was Maggie, or Maggie? That is a good point. The witness didn't even know of Miss Bird before this trial. Ah, I forgot. Was there another way this creep could have known Maggie's name before him? There's a way. It would be best if I could prove that the witness had a chance to learn that the defendant's name was Maggie. Now, will the defense please present its case? How could the witness have known the defendant's name? Mr. Wellington, you didn't have your cell phone with you on the day of the murder, correct? So what if I didn't? When you realized you had lost it, what did you do? What did I do? Didn't you try to find it by calling it? How did you?
Your Honor, these questions have nothing to do with...
Overruled. Mr. Wright, where are you going with this line of questioning? Do you think there is some relation between the witness's cell phone and the murder? I do, Your Honor. On the day of the murder, Maggie Bird picked up a lost phone in the park. And she also received a phone call from the owner of the cell phone. Or phone, whatever. Hello? Oh, we already... This year's... Oh, I'm glad you gave me back, blah, blah. Maggie, there we go. She's wearing a blue badger shirt. That was when you learned that her name was Maggie. But you made one fatal mistake. Fatal mistake? My client's name is Maggie, but the name that was written on the ground was Maggie. M-A-G-G-I-E. This is a mistake that could only occur if all you knew was how her name sounded. Eee! Order! Order!
But, Your Honor, the witness has no motive.
And your point is?
It's very simple, Your Honor. A person usually would not kill someone without a reason. Mr. Wellington had no reason to kill anyone.
That is absolutely correct. I didn't have a motive. Mr. Wright, Your Honor, can you explain what motive this witness could have had? It's very simple, Your Honor. Are you sure, Nick? If I said I can't offer an explanation, then the trial's over, right? Yeah, but... Now then, please present to this court proof that the witness had a motive. Mr. Wellington's motive is right here. What is this? A list? These phone numbers were pulled from the memory of the phone the defendant found. And we have determined that the people on this list are members of a certain group. You looked up all those numbers? Of course. This list of phone numbers was stored in the cell phone's memory. The names and numbers belong to people who are members of a certain con artist group.
What? Con artists?
Can you explain why these numbers were on your phone, Mr. Wellington? This is an outrage, an invasion of privacy. Looking up the phone numbers on a person's phone is a worse crime than murder. You are one of those people. You're just like the cops who raided the brilliant artist. They disrupted a genius, a dialect with the gutters. I don't care, Mr. Wellington. All I want is for you to tell us what this list is about. You think any of you know what it's like to be a refined man such as me?
Your Honor, this is unjustified badgering of the witness.
Objection overruled! Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this? Why would the witness have the numbers of a group of con artists on his phone? Isn't that obvious? The witness is... member. Mr. Wellington is a member of this very group. No! All of your friends' phone numbers are stored right here on this phone. If anyone were to look into these phone numbers, it would be all over for you. That is why you had to kill. No! No! This is too much! That does make quite a bit of sense. Well, Mr. Wellington, would you care to explain? I got you now. That police officer.
Your Honor!
What is it, Mr. Payne?
Your Honor, this is unjustified badgering.
Shut the fuck up. You said the exact same thing only a few seconds ago.
Please, let's think about the content of that cell phone.
Hello?
The defendant had already promised that she would return the phone. After that, all Mr. Wellington had to do was meet Miss Bird to get his phone back. Why then would he need to kill anyone?
That is a valid point. What does the defense think about this? If you think about it logically, then it makes sense. Then maybe we should be thinking outside the box. Yeah, if we think like that, let's see. Maybe that slime ball saw something at the crime scene that made him commit murder. Your thoughts, Mr. Wright? Well, I don't think Mr. Wellington went to pick up his phone in a very friendly manner.
But he was promised his phone. So why would he have been unfriendly to the defendant?
I think he must have seen something that didn't agree with him when he got there. Well, then, Mr. Wright, what was this something that didn't agree with the witness? Baseball glove? The witness saw this. Mr. Wellington? Is he correct? Huh? By the expression on his face, I would say that wasn't it. It looks like I was... Shit! Okay, what the fuck could he have seen then? Try thinking before you could present... So he went to get his cell phone back. It's probably because he saw something that was really bad from there. That thing was... Oh, right! I can look at the profiles, too. Well... If he was there, but she wasn't, and saw that he was a cop, policeman with it... Okay. Here goes nothing. Oh, shit. What Mr. Wellington saw was the victim.
The victim? You mean Dustin Prince?
Dustin Prince had gone on his date right after his shift was over. With no time to change, he went to the park still wearing his police uniform. Oh! That girl that picked up my phone is with a policeman. He couldn't have known they were going out, so he began to worry. He was afraid the policeman would ask a few questions before returning the phone. If I do anything suspicious, he might run a check on my phone. In his mind, it was possible they had already run a check on the phone. And he went into a panic, is what you're saying? Yes, exactly. Officer Prince was murdered simply because he was in uniform. Mr. Payne, do you have any comments?
I'm thinking...
It seems the truth has come out at last. The witness, Mr. Wellington, you are... Ha! Ha 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 ha! Ha ha ha! Oh my god! Impressive. Not bad for a person with a third-rate education. What's that supposed to mean? The evidence? Evidence? Ugh, that guy is really creeping me out. All you've been waving around and talking about that suspicious cell phone. Suspicious phone number this. Suspicious con group that. They're all on that phone. But who's to say that phone is really mine? Where's your proof? Your evidence? You want proof that this phone is yours? I already told you earlier. That phone I lost, I've already found it. You don't even have the slightest idea who the phone in your hand belongs to. But you can be sure it isn't mine, you simpleton. What? It feels good to see you squirm. We do seem to have a problem on our hands with this phone. Whose phone is it? Without knowing that, it's meaningless as evidence. Your Honor! This is bad. I can't let him turn the tables on me like this. This cell phone. There has to be something I've overlooked. There's got to be. Okay. Fingerprints, man? I got it. We should check for fingerprints. Fingerprints? Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Wellington must have left some prints on this phone. Nick, don't you remember? When you got that from Maggie, you wiped it off. What? You said there was sand all over it, so... What? Wiped it? I wiped it? Pretty thoroughly, too. It's oh so much fun watching third-rate trash babble like morons amongst themselves. He's made a complete recovery. How many times do I have to say this? My phone is right here. See? Oh, and incidentally, you can't check the numbers stored on this phone. It must have glitched because all the numbers just magically disappeared. You've got to be joking. He erased all the numbers. I was going to use it as evidence. Mr. Wellington, what's this? By the tone of your voice, it sounds like you still have some fight left in you. Where did you finally find your cell phone? Oh, you are too much! And of course you have no idea what I'm talking about. Oh my god, now I remember! Huh? So that's when... What's wrong, Mr. Attorney? Why the harsh glare in your eyes? Nick, we've worked so hard to get this far, but if you don't do something quick, he's going to get off scot-free. I know. Just... I know this phone has to be his. But how am I supposed to prove something like that? Mr. Wright, if you cannot prove who the owner of that cell phone is, your indictment has no basis, and therefore, no power. It looks like you came up a penny short. Where did I go wrong? Don't blame yourself. You're merely a third-rate lawyer. You only made one big mistake. Who are you? What are you? That's something you haven't figured out for yourself yet. Who am I? The court hereby concludes the cross-examination. If that will be all, I'll have to bid you gentlemen and ladies goodbye. I have a reservation at that ultra fancy restaurant on the upper side of town.
Thank you for your assistance. You've had a stressful day, so please, bon appetit.
What am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to just let it go to that? Go at that? Fuck that. Fuck that. Please wait, Your Honor. Alright, Nick. I think I may be able to prove it. Prove it? Prove what, Mr. Wright? Everything.
Your Honor, the cross-examination has already ended. Besides, the defense is just going to badger the witness with more inane questions.
You will not harass the witness. Is that clear, Mr. Wright? Did you hear that? No harassment allowed, Mr. Attorney. Please, Your Honor. Very well. But this is your last chance, Mr. Wright. You may present one piece of evidence to the court. I only get one shot at this. If you cannot prove everything, it's over. For your client and for you. Oh shit, I'm at 1 bar of health left. Do you fully understand? Yes, Your Honor.
I'm sure you are well aware, Your Honor, but the cross-examination period has ended.
Were you paying attention, Mr. Payne? I said that Mr. Wright could present only one more piece of evidence.
Oh.
Now then, Mr. Wright, this is your last chance. It all comes down to this. It's go time. Please present the one piece of evidence that will explain Oh, God. Alright, what haven't I used yet? I've used the phone. I've used the autopsy. I've used the glasses. I've used that. I've used that. I've used... What is this? Phoenix business card. I handwrote my cell phone number on the back. Alright. Can I do something with the profiles? Is there any... That's not gonna help me. That's not gonna help me. That's certainly not gonna help me. She's not gonna help me. He's not gonna help me. Alright, evidence. It's my business card. I handwrote. Hold on. I used the banana. Or sorry, the baseball club. Alright. Here goes nothing. Why, thank you. How nice. Here, please have one of mine. Wait, what am I doing? This isn't the time to be exchanging business cards. Your Honor, there is something very important about that card. And that is... oh fuck. I guess the back? Please be right, please be right, please be right, please be right. Because of what is on the back. You wrote your cell phone number on the back, but that's exactly it. Can you please call this number from your cell phone? Huh? Right now? But court is still in session. It's okay. You'll see. Okay. If you say so. Is the defense preparing something, Mr. Wright? We are going to call my cell phone now. And then the court will see everything for what... I don't even understand what's about to happen. Of all the idiotic, stupid things to... Ah! What? Why is my phone... And what is with this stupid sounding ringtone? Mr. Wellington. How strange. I could almost swear that you're holding my phone. You're... Ah! No! It can't... By the way, before I forget, thank you very much for the lump on my head this morning. I don't think I need to explain any further, except to say... When you went to retrieve your cell phone, you mistakenly took the wrong one. Oh, that's great. Perfect. Perfect use of that music. That is awesome. What a great touch. So that is what happened. You were knocked out by Mr. Wellington. He is a man who lives on his pride and self-image alone. And in order to hide his involvement with the con artist group, he has become paranoid and has lost all ability to make rational judgments.
Then, Mr. Wright, the phone you're holding
is Mr. Wellington's, naturally. Speaking of that man, how is he, Mr. Payne?
He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor.
Very well. Now then, this court finds the defendant, Maggie Bird. Hell, yes, I did it! Thank you, God. That is all. This court is adjourned.
I knew that the real you would shine through eventually. I'm so moved by what you've done for me, sir. Thank you so much, Mr. Wright.
I feel really bad for Dustin. He didn't do anything to deserve this.
It's probably because of me.
Huh?
My whole life has been nothing but a whirlwind of bad luck and failures.
Your whole life? It can't be that bad, can it?
Since I was 6 months old, when I fell from the 9th floor of my apartment building. I've been hit by all sorts of vehicles, gotten sick from all sorts of foods, failed in almost every test I've ever taken, experienced almost every kind of disaster, and never won or even tied in a game of tic-tac-toe. My life has really been nothing but a string of disasters.
That is, pretty bad.
Up until now, up until I went to college, I was known as the Goddess of Misfortune. And then, at the academy, everyone called me Lady Luckless.
Lady Luckless?
What's worse is that my misfortune always seems to latch onto those around me.
What do you mean?
When I see someone in trouble, I always try to help.
That's right. You were talking about this earlier.
It happened again recently too, sir. There was an old lady pacing back and forth by the pedestrian crosswalk. I gave her my hand and, before I knew it, we were having dinner at my house.
Oh.
I'm sure that Dustin's gone because of me.
That's not true.
That glove didn't even have any sort of special meaning. It was just a present to say thanks for covering one of my night shifts.
Oh, I see.
Everything is my fault. Dustin's death, your head being all messed up.
Well, I don't think my head is that messed up yet.
I
I'm going to find a new life for myself starting now. The next time we meet, I'm sure I'll have found a whole ocean's worth of good luck by then, sir. Yeah, after all, the goddess of misfortune is only a name. You bet! I'm gonna make it. I promise. Next time we meet, I'll only be an unlucky person instead of a goddess. Yeah, that's the spirit. Well, Mr. Wright, I should be going. Okay, good luck to you. Thank you. Thanks. You take care of yourselves too. What a horrible day. I've gotten my memory back, but things are still a little fuzzy. But you're okay, and that's what counts. You really had me worried. Come on, let's go back to the office. I'm afraid to ask, but here goes. So, this might sound bad, but who are you? What? I thought you said you got your memory back. At that moment, everything really did come back to me. He's gonna see Mia, isn't he? Detective Gumshoe. He's someone I've had clashes with in the past during certain cases, but he's also been a good ally during others. The judge. He's a lovable, kind old man who is easily swayed by other people's opinions, but in the end, he always comes up with the right verdict. This person, I haven't got a clue. He seems to know me, but maybe he's mistaking me for someone else? And this girl, Maya? You finally remembered. This is Maya Fey, my assistant. That's right. I have so many unforgettable memories about her. For example, Earth to Nick, what's wrong? You keep staring at me. Don't tell me you've missed me. Well, yeah, I suppose I have. I feel like I haven't seen you in ages. Oh? Well, I'm back now, so it's time for us to create new memories together. Alright, sounds good. All the phone numbers on my phone were erased by Mr. Wellington. I guess I have to start over from the very beginning. Come on, Nick! Let's go to our usual burger joint. Okay. Actually, it hasn't even been that long since she came back into my life. And that story began one rainy afternoon, 2 months ago. Huh? The Lost Turnabout, the end. Oh, nice. Alright. Who the hell is that? Reunion Turnabout. Alright, so I'm going to stop the recording here. So, thank you everyone who watched. Again, I apologize for the people that were watching the live stream, and the live stream just crapped out, but here you go. I made it through to the end, and yeah, that was a good case. I'm a little bit tougher than I expected, especially for a first case, but some of that was my fault because I was just dumb, but I got through it okay. I didn't have to start all the way back at the beginning, which is good, because that would have really pissed me off. So anyway, if you like what you see, subscribe. Yeah, guess that's it for now. See you guys later. Bye.